everybody, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time stopping in, this is Speed Addict 731 and my name is Ken. Today I want to discuss something that has been discussed several times, but I wanted to give my take on it, and that is auto or manual in the S550 Mustang. Now there's a couple reasons why I wanted to give my take on it, and that is, one, being that up until a few months ago I was a hardcore manual transmission guy. And now I'm in an automatic and I'm actually enjoying driving the car. So I kind of have an unbiased opinion on the subject. The second reason is, here lately I've been asked by a few people that are looking to buy S550s, should they get an auto or a manual? So if you're looking to get an S550 and wondering, should you get an automatic or a manual, that usually means that you're not a hardcore manual guy and you're not a hardcore automatic guy. You kind of stand in the middle ground and you're kind of wanting what is best for you. So the first thing you have to ask yourself when looking for an S550 Mustang and deciding whether you want an automatic or a manual is, what do you enjoy driving the most? Because at the end of the day, you have got to get in the car, drive the car, and enjoy the car that you bought. Let's face it, we buy these cars to have fun in them. And if you're not 100% enjoying yourself in the car, then why buy it? So we're going to split this up into the two different categories with the S550. We're going to go with the 15 to 17 Mustangs, and we're going to go with the 18 to 19 Mustangs. Now, with the 15 to 17, you have the choice between the MT82 and the 6R80. So we're going to discuss both of them. The 15 to 17 MT82, it is a decent transmission. It always treated me well with the 17 GT. I ran it several times at the track. Never really had any big deal out of it. I say the biggest downside to that transmission, until you get serious horsepower in the 15 to 17s, is the clutch and the shifter. If you invest in a good clutch and a decent shifter, that transmission is pretty good until you get into some serious horsepower, and that's when things start breaking with the MT82. Now, if you buy an MT82 car and you want serious horsepower down the road, you've got two options from there. One is a Ben Calimer built MT82. The second is a 60-60 swap, and the third option is to do a 6R80 swap. Now, the Ben Calimer MT82 is a good transmission. I highly recommend that transmission if you want to go with something, but the 60-60 is even better. So those are your options if you want to stay manual in the S550, but you want to go for serious horsepower. The other option, switching to 6R80, you know, that's kind of one of those things that maybe you should have asked at the very beginning, how serious am I going to get with the car, and bought a 6R80 car to begin with. Because let's face it, the money you invest in the car, we want to invest in the horsepower and to putting the horsepower down to the ground. Putting a 6R80 in a car that had a manual transmission is just an added expense when you could have bought a car with a 6R80. But at the same time, you don't always know your plans. Sometimes you don't have those plans and things evolve and things go out of control. It happens all the time with car builds. Okay, so that leads us into the 6R80 and the 15 to 17 Mustang. Now, the 6R80 is a great transmission all around. It is excellent on the track, and it is great on the street. Plus, you have when you have an automatic, you have the extra bonus of when you get in stop and go traffic, you ain't got to on the clutch, off the clutch, on the clutch, off the clutch. It's kind of nice. Being a manual transmission guy for so long and being in an automatic, that's one thing that I actually like. When I do get in traffic, it's not a hassle. When I go pick something up for lunch and I'm sitting there drinking, I ain't got to worry about shifting. You know, I did that for years and I didn't really think twice about it. But when you have a car and you don't have to worry about it, it's kind of nice. Just an extra bonus. But the 6R80 is a great all-around transmission, as I said. If you get the premium or the track pack, you have the mode select button. Now you have Sport Plus, which in Sport Plus you can always be in what I call kind of the optimal gear. It keeps you in the gear to go. You don't have to worry about when you get on it. You don't have to worry about downshifting. It's there. It's not sluggish. It's always there. You leave it in normal mode, sometimes it shifts out early, then you got to get on it, and then it downshifts. But in Sport Plus or in track mode, you don't have that. And then you have the select shift, where you pull it down and you can manually paddle shift. Oh, it's fun. But you have those options. Now, the paddle shifters is not as good as a car that has a dual clutch transmission. Those cars, you hit the paddle and just bam, bam, bam. This car kind of hesitates just for a second, but it's still enjoyable and it still reacts rather well. So and it's fun when you get in that mode and you just want to drive and you want to kind of take control like you're doing a manual car. You still kind of have that feeling. It's not quite the same as hitting that clutch and grabbing that gear, but it's still fun. So now the 18 and the 19 cars that are coming out. So you have two choices. You have the MT82 and the 10R80. Now the MT82 and the 18 has, it's well known, has issues right now. And that is not great for that car, because when I first got the MT82 and the 18, first thing I noticed was the shifter just felt better. My car had already had the updated shifter in it, so when I bought it, it felt great and did great. Everything was fine, had about 2,500 miles on the car, and as you see in the video what happened to my 18, went to hit third gear one day, as many others have, and it was not there. So I chose to get rid of the car, as you see in the video, because being a technician, I just know the hassle that's going to come from this issue. Right now, kind of hit on that a little bit since we're talking about transmissions. Right now, Ford has went on to say that it was a bad batch and the casting was messed up. Now, I am hoping that is a correct assessment, but only time will tell. The new transmissions are going in, so time will tell if that's a fix for this or not. I hope so. But the MT82, for the most part, aside from the 3/4 gear problem, it did feel like a great transmission when it operated correctly. So that being said, I would, if I was buying an 18 or 19, I would stick to the 10R80. Just my opinion, guys, for what it's worth. So that leads us to the 10R80. Now the 10R80, as you are seeing, is a phenomenal transmission. Has it had a couple of issues? Yes, but as every new transmission, it's going to. You're going to have issues from here or there, but they are not going down as much as the MT82s are going down. Sorry guys, but it's the truth. So the 10R80 transmission is a phenomenal transmission. When you look at it, with just a little bit of tuning in E85, these things are hauling. If you look at, there's a couple of YouTubers, but one that comes to mind is stangmode. If you look at stangmode, he ran an 11.3 with E85 tune and a radio. Guys, in the past, in a Mustang GT, with that little bit of stuff done to it, that was unheard of. But that car is absolutely moving. So guys, at the end of the day, it all comes down to your preference. There is no right or wrong answer for automatic or manual. It comes down to the person that has to drive the car. Buy what you want, buy what's going to make you happy, and buy what you enjoy driving. Because at the end of the day, it's your car, you're the one in driving it, you're the one that paid for it. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time.